Wow, this is like a little nerve-wracking. I'm really excited. It comes with so much excitement and so much anticipation to officially announce that my first EP, For You, will be coming out 11/07, November 7th, 2024. It is my first ever music project in English. It is an R&B pop kind of vibe. For those of you who have been following me in my journey in music, I started actually in Latin music. That was very important to me for my growth as a Latin artist, as just an individual. You know, I've not been Spanish speaking my whole life. It's very new to me, and I really wanted to become one with my roots. That's why I took on the challenge of doing Spanish music first. Obviously, English is my first language, in case you couldn't tell. Yeah, I really wanted to get a Latin project out, and those were like maybe 4 singles, I think. Yeah, 4. And this is gonna be my debut EP. It's a Latin it's not Latin. It's R&B pop. It's called For You. It is about love. It's about being in love, being crazy in love, having just being a lover girl. That's who I am. I'm a lover girl. But I'm really excited about this EP. It has 6 songs in it. The 6 titles on the EP is You, Catch My Breath, Lose Myself, Barely. What's another one? I forgot. Gotta Have It. So the 3 singles that I already released are Barely, You, and Gotta Have It. I've always lived my life and kind of allowed the best things happen to me with love, right? I give love, I receive love, I exert love, I attract love. I am love. I want everything in my project that I do from here forward to have that kind of stem from love. And I think it's so important that we continue to shed light on that. I feel like a lot of people are hurting and broken and lost, and I mean, we all have been at some point. I know I have been, but I'm always just trying to stay positive. I'm always trying to keep the people around me motivated, you know? But yeah, For You, this EP, For You. It's for you, honestly. It's for you, it's for you, it's for you. It's for everybody, you know? I think everyone deserves to live through and experience life with love. That's what this project is about. It's about love. It's about my own personal experience in love. And it was a beautiful time for me. It was like nothing I had ever experienced. I mean, to the point where I'm literally writing love songs about it. And the reason, so if you notice, like song titles that I have, like obviously the project is called For You, the number 4 and the letter U, capital U. The reason why I chose to have just the letter and the number For You is because it's childlike, you know, and this love that I experienced was childlike. It was beautiful. It felt like I was in a fairy tale, and I really wanted to have that be a constant theme throughout the project. So there's one song title called just letter U, and then if you notice on the lyrics and everything, I just use the letter U, just throughout the whole project, because I think it's really important to shed light on that like childlike type of love. So originally the EP was gonna have 5 songs on it. I wrote all 5 songs within 2 to 3 months. I worked with the writer, his name is Fiction. He goes by Fiction, his real name, I don't know if I should disclose it, but he goes by Fiction, let's just say that. And we wrote all these songs and I was just madly, deeply in love. I was just going through all the motions. Catch My Breath is probably one of the most explicit songs on the EP, just because it talks about bedroom activities. Pretty much everything else just comes straight from the heart. You, I mean, the way you love me, baby. It's so just childlike. It's such a cute song. Barely, I love Barely. My favorite song though would probably have to be Lose Myself, just because it's deep. It really goes deep, and it talks about basically the breakup, basically the separation between 2 lovers that can occur in just such a short amount of time, you know, and how everything can change based off of your environment, the people you surround yourself with, your habits. I feel like that one will really appeal to the male and female audience, and I think it's really important to be able to have kind of everybody relate to the songs, you know, and understand the message, because we've all had our fair share of losing ourselves. And that's okay, and it's completely normal. It's important to lose yourself, to find yourself, to reinvent yourself, to become a better person, to grow. I added on this 6th song. It was Lose Myself, but it's actually Lost Myself, because I really wanted it to tie the project together and make it, like, so that I could show you, like, hey, all this love is great, all the lovey-dovey stuff is great and fun, but it's also like there's this reality of you could possibly and potentially lose yourself in someone. And I know we've all been there. I've had my fair share of toxic relationships. I've had my fair share of bad habits in relationships, not being open-minded, not being confrontational when it's important to be, you know? But yeah, I'm really excited for this project. It's my first EP, my debut EP. I'm so grateful and so blessed and so honored to be able to share my work with the world, to express myself and to release a part of me into the world. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys will share it and relate to it, most importantly. So this one's called You. I'm gonna play a little bit of it and kind of talk about the song and where it came from, I guess, from me.
The way you love me, baby, I don't understand. I let you steal my heart, 'cause it's safer in your hands. Even when times get crazy, I know you're more than a maybe.
Oh my gosh, I'm literally gonna cry. Hold on. Okay, so when I wrote this song, I remember I was performing this song, like I was rehearsing it because I was gonna perform it for the first time. And this is when I went through like my breakup and everything, and it was very heavy, you know? And like I literally, every time I was trying to rehearse it, I just would not stop crying. Like every time I cried because this is the first song that I wrote about my love interest that, man, it just like, I was just so in love and I was so head over heels and I felt like I was on top of the world and I was floating on literally air. Like it was such a beautiful time in the relationship. So new, so fresh, you know, when you're in the honeymoon phase. And I was kind of in disbelief that this was happening to me in that moment. So writing this song and rehearsing it and like performing it, singing it, even hearing it right now, I'm like getting emotional because it hurts to not have that person, I guess, anymore. Even though they are still within reach, like sometimes you gotta let yourself breathe, okay? The next one I'm gonna talk about is The Reason. When I was recording it, I was like, it's so good, it's so catchy, it's so fun, it's so vibrant, it's so poppy. And it just basically talks about the reason I feel so good and so confident and so happy is because of this person. You know, this person made me feel, like I said, like I was like floating on air, but like I was beautiful, I was enjoyable to be around, like funny, dressed nice, was constantly like hyping me up, never an insecure moment, it was beautiful. And this is The Reason.
You know that damn, all night, I've been waiting for you all this time. I've been waiting for you all my life. You're the reason why. You know you love me so easily. You make everything wrong.
It said right there, the way you're loving me so easily, you make everything wrong. Like, come on, I was screaming from the top of the hill with that one. Because he was the reason. He was the reason. What was the reason? You were the reason. Literally. Love that one. So jivey, so fun. I really liked it. I liked writing it. It was fun writing it. And I think we did this one in like 30 minutes. Like wrote it in 30 minutes, which was crazy. Next song I'm going to talk about on the EP is Catch My Breath. Now listen. Before you start judging me, I don't care. Only God can judge me, okay? Now, this one's sexy. This one's sensual. This one's for the freaks in the sheets, but the ladies in the streets. You feel me? For the baddies and the daddies. All right, brace yourself, because you might need to catch your breath after this. Okay, I don't know if you're ready, honestly. I don't think I'm ready. This is kind of awkward, like talking about this for the whole world to see, but it's fine. We're gonna be relatable. All right. All right. All right.
You never had this. You always wanna fuck around with a bad bitch. I'll be your dirty secret, dirty habit. Get me out these clothes, I don't need fashion.
I said, get me out these clothes, I don't need fashion. First of all, I love my fashion. As you can see, I know you see. But yeah, that line was, I thought it was just so clever. Like, take my clothes off, baby. We don't need them. You get it? It's like PG-13 at least, you know? All right, let's listen a little bit more. This one's probably one of my, like, probably second favorite on the EP.
This gon' be the best night of your life. All you gotta do is turn off the light. I know exactly what I like, and all you gotta do is read my mind.
Okay, I'm just so clever sometimes. I know exactly what I like, and all you gotta do is read my mind. All you gotta do is read my mind. Deceased. Come on, like, come on. Okay. That one's Catch My Breath. I'm not gonna share the whole thing because you gotta go listen to it, baby boy, baby girl. But that one's Catch My Breath. Really love that one. Like, I've been holding on to this one for dear life. Like, it's like, that's how much I love it. Next one I'm going to talk about is Gotta Have It. You guys have already heard Gotta Have It. We just released a music video for it. But I'm going to play a little bit of it for you just because I want to talk about like the background of why I wrote this song, Gotta Have It, you know? Because this is more of like my hard side. You know, I have my soft side and a hard side. I'm like Drake. You know how he has the stuff for like the baddies and then he's got the stuff for the daddies. Like this one's for the daddies. So.
I'ma spend this cash. He let me hit it when I ask. He texts like, shawty, where you at? But I never text back, no. Always on the go, cause
He said, shawty, where you at? But I never texted back. That's so me. Oh my gosh.
Cause I'm running with the side piece. Take this from the DM to the streets if you like me. Take the PJ to Dubai just to sightsee. You say that's your man, but he just called me wifey.
That's my second favorite line of the song. You say that's your man, but he just called me wifey. Oh. And then there's like an ad lib. I go, oh. I'm not about stealing girls' men. First of all, I'd be the person to tell the girl, like, yo, your man's trying to push up on me. But I thought that was such a, like, hard line just because, I mean, think about it this way, like, Sexy Red, like, what's her name? Ice Spice. Like, they're all about, I'll take your man, blah, 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 you know? And it's hard. It gets the people going. Would I ever take your man? Absolutely not, sister. Absolutely not. Okay? The next song on the EP that I want to talk about is Lost Myself. Now, this song is a new song. It's not released yet. This is the 6th song that I added last minute. Because before the release of this EP, you know, I was struggling in that relationship and it was like really hard. I felt like I was losing myself and I felt that person was losing themselves. And I couldn't sit around and be responsible and allow it to happen anymore. You know, I know a lot of people that struggle with addiction and living in Hollywood. It's just like such a scene, this like dark presence in Hollywood that's there every weekend. You know, everyone's going out, partying, drinking, doing drugs, you know, sex, like all this stuff that's just like such a dark and evil energy to be around, and I feel like I was consumed in that for a minute. I needed to break free from that, and in order to do that, I needed to break free from this person, you know? I wrote this song, originally it was called Lose Myself, but at that point I had already lost myself when I written this song. So, when I had wrote this song. So, yeah, this one's Lost Myself. that first section of the song, it really just like puts you in the headspace of the person that is losing themselves and how they are losing themselves, you know, like masking all of the problems that you may have and trying to run away from them by drinking, by going out, by using drugs, by just doing things that you literally lose yourself in doing these things, you know? The second half of the song paints the picture of what it could look like for somebody who is in this environment and who is living this lifestyle. In the hook, I say, still running from the demons inside of you, has it been so long since you told the truth? Because I said that when I said that, I meant that, you know, there's a certain darkness that comes with this lifestyle, and sometimes it's really hard to be honest with yourself when you're going through those things. It's hard for you to take accountability, to look yourself in the mirror and be like, yo, you're screwing up. Like you're not following the path that you're meant to live, you know? It's hard to admit these things to yourself sometimes. I really sympathized and empathized with myself and this person because I couldn't be so hard on myself. Like in order for me to get myself out of that dark space, I needed to be light. I needed to have that light for myself and that desire to want to be better, you know? So the second part of the song, it paints the picture of this lifestyle, and it's based off of, this entire EP is based off of my real life experiences, you know? But I'm not going to share the second half of the song because you have to go check it out. I will include the link below in the description so you guys can go check it out, download it, share it, add it to your playlist, share it to your baddie friends, your daddy friends, all that. So there's one more song that I have that I have released on all platforms already, and this one's called Barely. I really love this song because I wrote it about my love interest, but my love interest being God. It's kind of a hidden message. There's a section of the song that goes, barely recognize myself and I feel this way with no one else. And what I mean by that is like I was finally able to face myself, but in God, you know, and me seeking Him and His kingdom has really helped me overcome a lot of the obstacles in my life. And I barely recognize myself anymore, you know, and that was beautiful. And I grew the hell up, and I took accountability, and I made a lifestyle change, you know, and I'm really grateful for that. The first couple lyrics, it says, I never questioned God's timing. And I really like that part, so I'm gonna play that part for you. Just the front section, and then you guys have to go listen to it. Okay, so this one's Barely. Wow, listening to that song really put me back in this space of like, I was doing fine before I fell for you. That is so messed up. I can't believe I wrote that. Okay, but what I mean by that is like, when you're in love, sometimes it's chaotic. You know, when you love someone, you'll do anything for that person to feel happy or to feel satisfied. And sometimes you lose yourself in that. And I remember when I was writing this song, like, I had already been seeking the kingdom of heaven, and I had already had my relationship with God, and I kind of separated myself from God because that person wasn't following and wasn't a believer. And I think that sometimes you need to lose yourself to find yourself. And I think now I have such a greater opportunity in love and in life, and I know that God has a special plan for me. I mean, obviously, He gave me these gifts to sit even before you guys and talk about my life story and share a piece of myself. And it's nerve-wracking, but I love it. I think it's very empowering and exciting and exhilarating, and yeah, I'm really excited to see what other music I have to create, because obviously I'm not going to stop creating. I already have like 5 songs So don't think this is the first and the last EP. I have a lot of new music coming out, so stay tuned for that. But for now, please enjoy this 6-song EP that I created just for you. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, comment something funny, comment your favorite section of the video, show love, and thank you guys so much. Again, I'm really appreciative and super grateful, and I feel truly blessed to be here with you guys. So, te quiero mucho.
I was only thinking my mind, me, myself, and I, till you told me